Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Chitty Chat with Icon, episode 5, y'all. This is going to be an amazing interview. You are going to get inspired by this woman and the things she does in the community, the things she does here with her hair salon, and she's just amazing. She's an icon. She's an icon. And I just love the way she has compassion for people in the community. So much compassion. You know, I worked under her early in my career. And I'm going to tell you a little story and then we're going to get into questions because I know a lot about Monique, but y'all need to know more about Monique. I remember when I worked down the street at another hair salon, and which this person was her assistant at one time, Lisa Hair Zone. And she used to be her assistant. She moved on. She opened her own salon. And I'm just coming into the hair career. And I was working at Lisa's. And I used to see Monique's salon up the street. And I used to go visit. I used to stand by her, watch her curl hair. That's why I think I'm the bomb in the Marcel line, because I learned it from you. So I used to be down there working at the salon. I used to come up here and watch her and stuff. And she didn't have an opening because her niece was here as an assistant. So she said, once I get an opening, you know, maybe you can come work for me. She's never said to me, come work for me, like grabbing me from another salon. She's not that type of person. So when the opening came, I probably was already here. She told me, because I used to come over on my lunch break. She said, hey, Carlton, my niece left, so I have an opening if you still want to work here. And I said, yes, I definitely do. But the main thing she did, she called Lisa at Lisa Hair Zone and made sure that it was okay for me to come here to work. She made sure of that because you're not the type that's gonna say, come work for me. You're not that type.
Even though they do it to me.
I know they do. I know they do.
Okay.
I know they do.
It's okay.
Yes, I know they do. But yeah, and that's one thing I loved about that. When you hired me, you just made sure that that it was okay with Lisa. Let's get on with these questions because let me tell you, I know a lot about her, but y'all need to know about Monique and what she does here in this community. Yes. How you doing, Monique?
Hey. Hi.
Hey, somebody. Hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody.
There used to be a lady that used to come into the hair salon. I remember an older woman. She used to walk in and say, hello, somebody. I forget her name. But
Miss Aileen,
yes, I love her. She used to always come in and say that.
Just look at us.
Yes,
look up
all
and
the
down.
time. Yep, all the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
Those were the days. Those were good old
Those
days.
were the days. And I must say, that was when the salon culture, like fun being in the salon. It's still fun to be in the salon. I love when the salon is packed, crowded, women talking, getting to know each other, connecting dots with each other. Because that's what it's just not doing hair. You're bringing people together, and you never know. They become friends,
Building
or they got a
relationships.
business and relationships and all of that. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. But let's get on with some of these questions here. Okay, can you share a little bit about your early life and what inspired you to get into the hair industry and into community service? We could start, like, what started you to get into hair? Like, what made you?
Okay, so when I was in high school, when you're a senior, you got to figure out what's the plan for the future. And honestly, I didn't like school. I had to go, but I didn't want to go to college. That was really it. And my uncle was doing hair at the time, and he was traveling all over the world. He was like making all this money. And so I said, hair school was like 9 months, right? So even though it took me like a year and a half, I said, 'cause my mom was like, you have to do something. You're not going to be laying up hair, girl. You're not going to be doing none of that, So I said, let me just try this hair thing. Let me see. It's 9 months. Let me just, it's short. Not even thinking I was going to be where I'm at today, thank God. But I was working another job. I was in high school. It's just crazy. I was in high school working a half a day. Then I was working another half a day at the military ocean terminal.
Wow, I didn't know.
And then I went to Natural Motion part-time.
That's where I went to. Wow.
part-time. And I started in May. I was out of school in June, so we started that in May. And it was a little transition for me. When I graduated from high school, I didn't go to school as much. Even though I wanted it, I just was in the streets. It was summertime, and
Exactly.
but then when September came along, then I said, okay, let me just do this thing. I gotta be serious with this. Okay, so finished up my 9 months. And then I landed a job with a young man named Ted's here, Archer Street on Martin Luther King Drive.
Back then was Jackson Avenue.
Yep. And I worked with him from Bayonne, little young girl from Bayonne, not knowing nothing about no Jersey City. Jersey City was like a big deal back then.
Yes.
And, everyone was scared. And he was the only one that would hire me. Because what I didn't know is when, you get your license, people don't want to hire you because you don't have a following. You know what I'm saying? So I had this list of all these hairdressers, and nobody would hire me. Wow. And he was the only one that told me. And so I'm like, okay, I do have a little hoopty. I can ride over there. It's not that far from Bayonne, what have you. And that was my first job. And I learned so much from him. And I thank God for him because I don't know if I would be where I'm at today if it was for him.
That's right.
He probably doesn't even know. His name is Theodore Smith, and he was phenomenal.
Get out. I used to hear about him, because my uncle, I heard that name.
I learned so much from him that school didn't even compare to what I learned from him,
Right. Wow.
And then I just kind of slowly was, I was making that money. The money was coming in good. And one thing just led to the next. I stayed with him for 4 years, and then I went working at Soul Scissors for maybe about 2 years. And then that's when I opened up my salon.
Wow.
At 23.
Wow. The queen of, I must say, this is how I learned the pixie cut. The queen of pixie cut and the weaving. That's to lay those tracks.
Yep. I opened my salon with my Uncle Tyrone, the same person I was talking about. My mother wouldn't help me with the finances unless I did it with my Uncle Tyrone. So, I was desperate then. I was just like, 'cause this was like right around the corner from where we were at. So landed here in 1988, and I've been here ever since.
So yeah, because y'all had this here.
We had two
had
openings.
The store next door.
We actually had three of the
right,
stores. Right. And we made it work. I mean, oh my God, we had lines and people just coming, and it was just so live up in here. It still is. Of course, it changed, but those were the good days. And
then after a while, you were here, and then you opened a bigger salon on the corner.
Yes,
But you still just had this location, but wasn't doing hair here.
Right.
You just still had the storefront here.
Yes, and then I moved on a corner, and then I was able to employ like over 19 people.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of us there.
Yeah, now that was huge. That was different.
Yeah.
That was different,
Yeah.
Because when you work with all those people, everyone's not on the same page.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we're kind of getting along, everyone's getting along. It wasn't no ratchetness.
Right.
It wasn't none of that. But it's being a boss, and I was just doing the best that I could do because I wasn't nowhere like I am today. You know what I mean? So I did the best that I knew how to do.
Wow.
And try to keep the culture right and everybody get along, take care of the clients, no chitty-chatting about people and salons and gossip.
Exactly.
Like, even though people say salon, no, we never talk about no hair salons, no hairdresser.
Cut that out.
None of that.
Yep.
It never happened. Not in front of my eyes. Because, why? For what? Because you know what it does? They say Monique. They don't say, They don't say it was in Monique. They be like Monique and them. And so I just never wanted that, And so that was it. Those were great days. I had some fabulous hairdressers that they moved on and opened up their own salon.
I had my own salon.
Everybody's doing well. I have great relationships with all of them.
And it was so good to see a lot of them at your birthday party. It was so much fun.
Yes,
that was so much fun. It was like a reunion.
Yeah,
it was
I tried to invite most of them. So everybody just could connect.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And even when I always have an entrepreneur spirit. I love starting a business. And I don't know if you remember. I know you have to remember. When you had the salon up here, I asked you, could I open this? And I had a pool table. Remember the pool table I had in here? I had a little candy. I had Robin.
Hot dogs.
I had Robin the guy that had to go see and everything. And I had a little pool and candy, hot dogs in here, and a little spot with
like a little social club.
Yeah, like a little social
for the
club.
local kids.
Yeah. It was cute. It was cute. I had it for a little
Like a
while.
game
For a little
room.
while. Yep, like
Yep,
a game room.
yep,
Yep,
yep.
for a little while. She
Yep.
let me do that here. Yeah, that was really good. That was really a good thing that you let me do that. Yes. That's okay.
And so how I started doing
Community.
service and stuff, my mom, she was a giver. And so growing up, my mom I used to always see her like always giving people money. And I'd be like, people, and she would like put stuff in people's hands. And I understand it. I'm like, why you giving that, Ma? She's like, mind your business, girl. And she just always used to give everybody. Everyone loved my mother.
Wow.
Yes.
that.
And I don't know, like it was like when she passed
yeah.
away and I always was going to the hair shows, but I was in one hair show and I was in one class and I never forget it was a Dudley class. And they spoke about, how you can be in a community and not give back. Like if you're in a community and you take it from the community, you always should want to give back to your community. You know what I mean? People will never forget you. People will always look out for you. You know what I mean? And things like that. And they was just saying everything about this community service, stuff like that.
Okay.
And so when I got back, I never forget, I was thinking like, what am I going to do? What do I want to do? And I was just thinking of so many different things, help the homeless, it was just things. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Right.
So it was that one year, I asked all my staff.
Yep.
And I'm like, listen, let's do this
Remember
Thanksgiving thing. Let's cook for the less fortunate people. I never want to use the word homeless because everybody on Thanksgiving, they're not homeless. They just don't have family.
And I had learned that from you.
Yeah, they don't have family or they don't want to be alone and stuff like that, So we got together and everyone made a dish. It was so small, but it was so memorable and so much fun. I still have pictures from your son.
Wow,
yes,
really?
Your sons, they were
I
like
got
8
to see
and
that.
9.
Yes,
I have pictures of them.
Wow, we had the tables put in there.
Yes.
Then we used to go to the wholesale when they had wholesale and get the coats, the hats, just in case kids came in with their families. Yes.
I think the first time we did it, we might have fed about maybe 180 people. It wasn't 200.
Okay.
It wasn't 200. I know it wasn't 200. And it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
We were so
Yes, we were so happy.
And we've just been doing it ever since.
Wow. 27 years?
27 years.
27 years
27
now.
years.
Over 2,000, 5,000 people more.
Yep, 27 years. Over. Yeah, we fed thousands in those 27 years.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yep. In year 15, the city collaborated with me and they shut the block down and
the tent.
they would get the tent, the tables and chairs to try to make it like more festive. We get live
gospel band. You
entertainment.
had the gospel band.
We have live entertainment, and so the people can come and enjoy. Because, like I said, people don't have families. People don't want to be alone. People don't want to be alone on Thanksgiving Day. You know what I'm saying? And so I just try to make a atmosphere where they can just come and sit and enjoy and just be amongst people for that day.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And it turned out wow, and it's still going on.
Yeah. And then about 7 years ago, we started delivering to the senior citizen home. That was another thing that a bell that rung in my head that I didn't think that. I never knew that senior citizens, they're alone. A lot of them.
You don't think about right.
A lot of them be alone on the holidays.
No family.
And
no
they
one
can't
brings some
cook.
food.
Who could cook all that food?
Yeah.
So I was like, we did it the first year and. That was it.
And just kept delivering to the different buildings.
We go to the different buildings. We'll put like a flyer up.
So would they put an order in or?
Yes.
Okay, it was by order.
They talk to the social worker for that building and like they'll call and say we need 30 dinners.
Okay.
Or we need
good.
And then that's what we'll do.
So
we just pack them up and we bring them
Okay.
bring them to the community service and the people will meet us downstairs. And we love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know that's.
I tried to start 1 year, but it's just in my
can't.
heart.
You can't.
It's just
because I
in
know
my
it's a
heart.
lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of work.
And then of course I had some people that came on board. They're like Chef Josh and
Yes.
the Mary Bethune. They let me come in and cook the food, so they made it a little bit more easier for me. But it's still a lot.
You were cooking one time too wasn't you where they closed it? The shelter downtown in Hoboken?
Oh yeah.
You used to do it in there
shelter.
for a little bit too.
Yes, I used to make a spaghetti and meatball dinner every Tuesday, once a month. And when I said they used to be lined up.
Really?
I used to have like the big old meatballs, homemade.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, I
love
used to love that too. Yeah, that was nice.
I can't believe they closed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're still open.
No, it's fenced off. It's
Really?
closed. The one on
Oh my goodness.
St. Lucy's Church.
Oh
or
no,
whatever?
St. Lucy's they
Church.
closed.
Yeah.
Hoboken Shelter's still there.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to do that at the
okay.
Hoboken Shelter.
Shelter.
Yeah.
St. Lucy's they
Yeah.
closed. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought that was part of of the
Yeah.
shelter. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a joy because I just like that gentleman said, I'll never forget. How can you be in a community, especially for 37 years, and not give back to your community?
You have to get back.
You know what I mean?
You have to get back. Yeah.
Without a give
And
it.
look, yeah.
And we love it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. You've been running a salon for 40 years plus. What have been some of the most rewarding and challenging moments in your career? I guess really I'm saying about the salon. What's some of the challenging maybe moment?
I'm telling you, honest to God, if there were any challenging moments, I kind of like bypass. The most challenging is when it's slow.
Okay.
When business is slow. But even when it's slow, I take it with a grain of salt because what are you going to say? You've been in business for 37 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The business has been very good to me. The clients, the people, even my staff. I have always had an awesome staff, you know?
Yes.
And, I thank God for that. I thank God for that, not having people to steal from you and, I have small little things that happen, but nothing to talk about to be like, oh God. Honestly,
It's probably just being slow.
It's been good. It's been good, and I think it comes from not toot my own horn, because for me, I just like to treat people how they want to be treated. I treat them. That's my thing. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? I would never do to a person that I wouldn't, would allow a person to do what I wouldn't do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just my thing, and that's how I live. And I smile all the time, and I'm always happy.
Yes.
And I always want to make people feel good.
Yes, it is.
Make people feel good, not having an attitude and being unhappy. I'm grateful and thankful to God for all the blessings He has bestowed upon me. Because without Him, I don't know, and I can't even complain. I have no complaints. I really don't.
No, I'm telling you.
I really can't.
I say that too. After you get a certain
I
point
can't
in
think
life,
of it if it is any. You know
right.
what I mean?
You have to realize how grateful and how blessed we are.
Yes.
Some people need to really sit still and really analyze their life. It's not as bad as you think. You still breathing. You still got life. You still got air. Our funds might be low at some time, but
of course.
it's okay. That's part of life.
Yeah, because that's not challenging to me.
Right.
If my funds are low.
Exactly.
That's not challenging me, because but this business is so great, I can always make money.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Always.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter how low or slow it can be.
That's right.
But yeah.
Bless. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's just not all about Monique Techniques Hair Salon. She also has a charity here in Jersey City, the Mohare Foundation, where she supplies wigs for people that are going through chemo and going through cancer. And this is just amazing, another thing that she does here in Jersey City. And how did that come about, starting, the charity?
Mohare.
Mohare. How did
Okay,
Mohare come about?
My mom, it's in honor of my mom, Josephine Smith.
Okay. Yes, I know.
And at the time, I was a newly hairstylist at the time, so I did not realize the wigs in the stores were too big for people that were completely bald. So when my mom was dealing with her lymphoma, her blood cancer, she lost her hair, and so I'm like, I'm gonna pick up some wigs. I got you. I don't even worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you. So in my head, I'm gonna get these wigs. I'm gonna shape them up on her, make them look nice, And so I just told you what I didn't realize. So when she came in, I'll never forget that. I can remember like it was yesterday. And that was like over 30 years ago. Wow. Yeah, and I said, the wigs. I had like 3 wigs, and none of them fit. I was like, oh my goodness. And then she just was like, don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it, baby. She put her little stocking cap back on her head, her little cap, the little scully thing she had. And, I walked into the door. I said, I got you, Mom. I'm going to find something. Because at the time, the insurance wasn't taking
No,
care of
back then, no,
yeah,
especially.
Yeah, they wasn't paying for wigs and stuff like that. And then if you could get wigs, they were fake, they were synthetic, And so, I walked her to the car and everything, and I just, we was walking. She seemed like she didn't want to hurt my feelings and all, but I could feel it, and it just bothered me that I couldn't help my mother. You know what I mean? I'm this fabulous young hairstylist, driving salon, people, all the chairs full up, and my mom come, I can't even take care of my mother. So I just was like, I'm gonna have to do something. I didn't know. So it just came into my brain one day. Just one day, maybe you can bless people that, can't afford wigs. You can get them human wigs, and then you can give them away complimentary. And then, I didn't know nothing about nonprofit and all that. So at the time, my financial advisor, I was like, I'm gonna do a big fashion show. I want to raise money, so I don't do wigs for people. So she's like, no, you can't do that. You gotta have like a nonprofit because they're gonna want to know what you're doing with all the money. And I'm like, what? So she was like, you ever heard of 501c3? I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, maybe you should think about it, whatever. So I did a little research, and I found out, you can raise the monies and you can do things where the state won't, monitor you, what have you, or whatever. You can be able. I can be able to raise the money and give the wigs away for free. Without getting no trouble. I don't want to get no trouble.
Yeah.
No law.
That's right.
Nobody.
No IRS, none of that.
No
stuff.
police. Nobody.
That's right.
Ever.
Yes.
But anyway, that's how Mohare came about. It was like maybe about 10 years after my mom passed away. Mm-hmm. And that's how I started Mohare Foundation. And what we do is we give free complimentary wigs to men, women, and kids that lose their hair to not only cancer, because there's a whole group of people that have alopecia.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And they're like the black sheep. A lot of people don't even know about. It's a whole slew of people that have alopecia in this world.
It is.
You know what I mean? But people don't really know that, So I said I want to help people that have alopecia, and then there's some people that they're finished with chemo and their hair don't grow back the same. And so those same people, they can't afford a nice human wig. Right. So that's where Mohare started.
Now, how do you get the client, like the people with? Someone contacts you, or?
Well, usually it's word of mouth. And then, like today, in 2018, I was at Christ Hospital. We had a whole beauty salon.
Yes, how did that come about?
Okay.
How someone came to you, or how?
Yes, well, a friend of mine named Tamika knew one of the staff members there, and we gave them a proposal on what we can do, what we want to do, and they found me a nice little space in the
I've been there.
Infusion
Yeah, I was
Center.
there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you and Sky came, and so it was a lot of people from the hospital came, but it was open to the public too. So people come from all over, New Jersey, down South Jersey, New York. Some people call me from out of the state because they see it online when they look up free wigs. Yeah. And I send wigs away to people out of the state too. Wow. Yeah. That's good. Yep. And so when the pandemic came, when it was all over, they never opened up the infusion center back. So I just went back working out of my salon.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, doing a little hustling and bustling. And now we're in 2 hospitals. We're in Robert Wood Johnson, Trinitas, and Elizabeth.
With Robert Wood
Johnson.
That's in
Barnabas Health. They're all over.
Okay.
Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in Trinitas and Elizabeth.
No.
Diverse crowd, a lot of Hispanics. And,
yes.
People, so I'm over there with them. And then I'm in Newark at Beth Israel, the Frederick B. Cohen Cancer Center.
Wow.
And so when I'm there, I'm doing like at least 5 to 10 people each time. And right now I have another hospital online. I don't want to say it yet. God going to work it out. Yeah. And,
it's going to manifest. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I work out at a salon too. I come in here on my days off, Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay. So you work here Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah. Usually I try to do Tuesdays here only. Okay. Because, I'm just spreading myself all over. Yeah. We are a mobile nonprofit. So I go all over. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. And we're having our Men and Women of Distinction fundraiser on June 6th this year. And this year is going to be the Great Gatsby theme.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with a nice array of some fine dining and wines and beer. It's really nice. Nice little set. And we honor some awesome people in the community that have done community service. We acknowledge them. And this is how we raise money.
Okay, look for that, y'all. Look for that.
June 6th, guys.
Yes, right here in Jersey City.
Yeah.
Now, is it hard for someone to start a 501c? That's what it's called, right?
501c3.
Now, if someone wanted to go about doing that, now, can that be for any type of charity that you want to start?
Any type of service, you want to give
Serve
back.
it. Give back. Okay.
Yes, you can do anything. And
Is
it's
that
not hard?
It's a process,
No,
I know.
well, see, for me, honestly, I didn't do like all my homework like I should have. I paid someone to help me get my nonprofit status.
Yeah.
So I never knew stuff.
Yeah, that would be me because the paperwork.
I just wanted to do the wigs.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bless the people.
I don't blame you.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to bless the
that's okay.
people. Like I wasn't even, but I wish I could have did a little differently. But it is what it is. We've been in fruition since 2008. And we're driving. We're doing really good. But no, it's not hard. Anybody can do a nonprofit.
Okay.
Anybody.
So you could have
just gotta abide by the rules and the regulations and things. You could, which is simple stuff.
Okay.
And there's so many things you can do to bless people. So it's all about giving back.
So it has to be like a
community
service-based.
It's community service-based driven. Most. Yep,
Wow.
Most of it. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what drives you to continue your work in the community? I guess you really kind of answered that. It's just the thing of just giving is a good feeling.
What else are you going to do, right? Because life, we don't know when our time is up, right? Because we all have that expiration date, right? So for me, like when I'm up and it's just, you have to be driven when you're doing these things, whether it's work or giving back. And so for me, that's my joy every day. I look forward to going to the hospitals. I look forward to coming to work. Yeah. Because, again, I'd be like, Lord, just give me all the time in the world. Yeah. And so that's how I think. I just think like, girl, I don't think like it's my last day. I don't think like that. But I just want to continue just giving myself away because I feel good doing it. You know what I mean? And I think it's rewarding to me. You know what I mean? So when I wake up in the morning, that's just my thing. Just like coming here this morning. I'm like, okay, let me look kind of cute for cotton.
You're looking fab, girl,
let me look
always.
Kind of cute for cotton. Let me see where the lights and the cameras.
Yes.
And so this is my day. Like even though I'm off, like I don't work as hard as I used to at a salon. I'm here more part-time. Yeah. I'm here like all day Wednesday.
We put in that time.
40 years, over 40 I've been doing here. Like, come on, I tell my clients, like, come on, like, what do you want? Like, I'm here 2 days, but I'm here half days on Fridays, but Fridays is going to soon be no more Fridays, but I'll always be here. I love what I do. Like I said, I have a great staff. Thank God. I can leave, I can travel. I honestly say these girls, they run it like it's their salon. And again, you want to treat people good. You want to love on them. Right. And do you get it back in return? Right. So I just try to, I'm not like that boss, like, where you at? Wait. I mean, no. I might if I have to, if you're late, but I don't have that. You know what I mean? Right. I don't have that. I have girls that respect me. So I think that's important. When you have people that work for you, you want them to respect you. Because sometimes, like, they'll be like, where's she going? All that. I don't have that.
Yeah. No, it was never like that.
Because they see I work.
It was never like that,
Because they see I work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just here for the couple dollars or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm here. They see me working too. You know what I'm saying?
And you're changing lives too while you're here in this chair too.
Okay. I love my staff. They are the bomb. Yeah. They're good girls.
That's one thing,
they really are.
Even the giving back, I always had a giving heart. But, working here at the salon with you, I always saw you, even people that struggle with drugs, addiction on the street, and they'll come knock at the door, whatever. Hey, can I get $1 more? And you always give it. Or you'll say, well, I need you to go to the store. Like, you just don't always give it. And I have learned that even
you have to sometimes,
when I have my
some
salon.
of them take advantage.
Yes, they will.
They will take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't worry.
I go
when
buy
I
them
feel like
food
you're taking
now
advantage
and
of me,
stuff.
I'm gonna be like.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. But you get the regulars that just come. And even after I had opened my salon, I got regular guys downtown.
They remember you,
that
right?
would come. They remember you. Well, I wanted my salon painted. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get this guy to paint my salon. Now, he used to do things for me, and he would disappear. Right. Because he had an addiction, no problem, which I understood and everything. And so I said, I need you to paint my salon. I just need you to paint really just one wall purple. Yeah. And I said, I'll give you $100. He said, oh, his eyes lit up. So I said, yeah, I'm going to give you half now, half later. Right. I ripped 100 in half. He gagged. Oh my God, Carlton, what are you doing? I said, I gotta know that you're gonna come back because I know I've been there. Just going off and disappearing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I gave him.
Oh my God. I love it.
I said, you can tape it back together and go to the bank. The serial numbers are going to match.
Yes,
Don't worry.
yes.
But he made sure he did that.
That's
He said, so
so
what time
funny.
you close? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this like
That
in 3
is
hours,
so
Carlton.
funny.
This is
I
going to be
love that.
easy. I
That's
want the
good.
other half.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that. So to keep them.
Right.
And he remembered that to this day. I see him sometimes. He remembered that to this
God.
day.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have to sometimes be like that. Yes. But what anything in the future? Anything, any plans for something new, or are you continuing just to grow the Mohare Foundation?
Yeah, well, do Mohare right now. I have an awesome team, and we're starting a support group called Crown and Confidence Sisterhood, and it's
Say it again.
crown, like your head, crown, and confidence. So that's going towards women that have lost their hair with cancer, and how are they feeling? So through this sisterhood support group, we're not only just going to be talking about hair loss, we're going to be talking about just self-esteem, skincare, stuff kind of effects of what cancer has done to them. Mainly, it's people that have the cancer. We'll have dermatologists on there, trichologists.
Wow.
Yeah, motivational speakers.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Some doctors.
Great.
Yeah, so we plan on doing something like twice a month virtual, and we're also going to have an invite only on Facebook. But sometimes people don't want to talk, and it's virtual.
Yeah.
They might want to just say it online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's only invite because we want to keep it a safe space.
Yeah.
We don't want to have it open to the public because sometimes people just want to be nosy.
Yeah,
You know what I
nosy
mean?
and cruel.
So we want to give them self a security where they can talk and they can just express themselves and stuff like that.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Crown and confidence.
I like that.
Sisterhood. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
Yes.
Right now, we're going to start from New Jersey, and we're just going to see where it goes.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good you're doing that. You're always doing something.
Yeah.
Always doing something. Always
Yeah.
doing something. You got to stay busy.
Yep.
And you're doing something for the good.
Yes.
For the good.
Yes.
Just not doing something.
Yes.
It's something for the good.
Something that matters.
It's something that
Right.
matters.
And again, remember, giving back.
Yeah.
Helping mankind.
Yeah.
That's so important.
So important.
Because God ain't put us here just to be here. Just to be here interviewing.
Right.
Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
What
right.
you doing?
Right. Yeah. No, it's true.
And I tell people, you gotta do something. You gotta help mankind, man. This is important. We're not here just to live and eat and take care of our families. We gotta give back. We gotta help people. It don't have to be money.
Right.
It could be it could be conversation. It could be anything. Just to inspire and uplift people.
Yeah.
That's important. That's
I remember when I was working here. I'm positive I was working when you had the salon up there. I don't think this is when I had my salon. And they called the salon Pollock Hospital. Pollock was next to Medical Center. And I remember Dee or whatever, and they needed someone to cut the hair of the men because they was closing the hospital.
Yep, I remember that.
And Dee had asked me, and Dee was like, I said, of course I'll do it.
Yeah.
And it was the best. I used to go on Tuesdays, I think it was. I used to go on Tuesdays.
I remember.
And I used to go up there, and I used to just cut and it was an amazing experience. And just talking to some of the guys and stuff and what they were going through. But being around you, I just don't hesitate when something says give back or something like that now,
Because it's important.
It's so important.
And I don't really worry about, like, a couple dollars, like, no, they get high or not.
Oh, yeah, I don't look at that.
Sometimes they want to eat, you know what I mean? And sometimes they do get high.
Yeah.
But, it's like, what are you going to do?
You give from your heart. That's the main thing. That's what God sees.
I mean, sometimes I'll tell people no. Like, if I feel like they're taking advantage of me, I'll be like, I don't have it today.
Yeah.
Because I'll be mad, because I'll be like, they're just taking advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, one day a lady came in. She's like, oh, you have a couple of dollars. I want to feed my family. I'm hungry. I have no money. And then we just like, look at me, my girls. And we're like, all right. So we gave her $5. But then she came again with another excuse.
Oh, see,
and then Tamika gave her something that day. My staff, it rubbed off on them too. And so then she gave them something. And then she came again, and I just worked. I ignored her. Because, see, now I'm seeing this pattern with her.
Yeah.
So she just stopped coming. Because she know we're on to her. Like, just, beach, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to say I'm sick and I need, you don't have to say that
Yeah.
neither, but come on, just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving.
Like,
Just
stop,
come.
you know, you
yeah.
just keep coming, like, why? Because we
Yeah.
give you, like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that means they just have an addiction problem, whatever problem they
Yeah.
have, you know, and they'll
I mean, you
learn
know,
from it.
it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I have them in my family, you know. Nobody can say they don't
Same.
know. If you don't know nobody, if they're not in your
Same.
family, you know somebody
Yeah.
that have some type of addiction or something. You know what I mean?
I shared my
So
I shared that in my
understand.
last
Yeah,
interview when
so
my
I
boys
understand.
interviewed me.
Yeah.
You know, my last chitty chat, and I just expressed about me being on drugs
Yeah,
and being out
that
here in the
was
street.
then.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
was then. You know what I'm saying?
What
You know?
matters is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
The present.
The now and the
And the
future.
present. Yeah.
Yeah.
This interview, we got a lot of information. I got other questions, but we kind of answered all the
For real?
questions. Yeah, we answered a lot of the questions about, because I asked you about the advice of how somebody doing a 501c.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I asked you that and stuff like that, and what you do in the community, and it's good. It's
Yeah.
just good.
Yeah.
So you celebrated a birthday.
Yeah. 60.
60! Welcome to the club, Mo.
I know.
Welcome to the club.
I know.
60.
I know.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
Stop.
And you know what? I used to say to myself years ago, because I would never think, because, you know, my mind and when I was doing drugs, I'm never going to make it to 60.
Yeah.
I used to think about
See that?
You know,
Look
I'm
at
never
you. You
gonna-
look fabulous.
Thank you.
At
Thank
62.
You. Yeah,
You
62.
Still
I
like a
can't-
little boy.
When I came to you, wanted the curl hair. Carlton wasn't curl hair. Yes, maybe the king of the ponytails. I was
Yeah.
doing so many ponytails
Oh
and
my
stuff.
goodness.
Good old times. Good old times.
Yes, we definitely had some
A lot
good
of memories.
times.
A lot of memories.
Yep,
That,
a lot of good ones too.
yeah, a lot of good ones. All memories.
Yeah.
All memories.
So I just
love it.
continue doing what I do, you know,
Okay.
love on people, you know, because I do love people. Because you definitely got to love people in order to treat people good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
You
some
do.
people don't love people.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
Oh yeah, I
what
can't.
you acting like that for?
Yeah.
What does it mean? It
Yes.
ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Smile.
I had a
I ain't
I had
you.
oh well, she used to be a friend, and we were out somewhere, and we were coming out of a club or something. There's guys there, or whatever. You know, they probably was on addiction, or whatever. Why are you talking to those broke people or something like that? I said, oh. No, she can't be my friend.
Yeah.
No, I can't. No, you got to correct yourself. I don't talk bad
Yes.
about nobody because
Yes.
that could be you there.
Exactly.
That could be you on the street, and
Yeah.
I could never part my mouth and say, I will stop and talk to people
Yeah.
on the street like,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
don't even look at people like that. 'Cause,
No,
you know,
I
it is
can't.
what it is. You
Yeah.
know?
It is what
Yeah,
it is.
you know, I don't even. Who am I? Who are you to judge? All
yeah,
right.
you can't judge.
Like, come on.
You can't judge.
She broke. Who
Yeah.
says that? I don't even who's saying that.
Yeah.
I don't even talk like
I know.
that. You know
no,
what I mean?
no,
It's
no,
not
you don't.
even-
Never did. Never did.
Because it just doesn't matter. You know, I just try to do what matters and what counts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know, I do get mad, but, you know, I don't stay mad. I'll get mad for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I'm mad at you, you're going to know because I don't hold stuff in. That's another thing. I don't hold stuff in.
No. You don't.
No,
No.
I have to say, and I don't, not nasty. I always
No.
have to express myself. Like, it might hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I have to express myself. I can't, like, just not tell you, especially if I care for you.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, if I don't, you know,
If you don't care,
what are
you
you gonna
really
do?
don't say nothing.
But
yeah.
I'll still be nice and friendly and keep a
Uh-huh.
smile on my face.
Yeah.
Because I don't walk around mad.
Yeah.
For
Can't.
what?
For what? You know that's right.
I don't walk
You know
around
that's
mad.
right.
Nope. And it's
Okay.
simple.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Chitty
Yeah,
Chatty.
thank you.
Chat
Thank
chat
you, Monique.
with Icon.
Thank you so much. This has been a really amazing interview.
Thank you.
And I hope y'all got inspired. I hope somebody out there, y'all should have got inspired with this interview, you know, to even giving back or maybe opening your own salon, starting your own salon, and maybe being 40 years in the business or more. And
Or start a 501c3.
yeah, starting a 501.
That's real simple.
501c.
There's so many avenues that you can help and
Yes.
help people that the state will give you money too. You know, and I just recently got a grant from the state where it's like kind of they pay you back, but that's after like almost 25 years. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
I've never gotten no money from the state.
Wow.
Never. And I still now it's just it's called a oh my God, when they pay you back. I can't even
Not
think of
like
the name of it.
not a give back.
Yeah,
but
it's not like they just give this to me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what I pay. They reimburse me.
Reimbursement.
And that helps. That
Yeah.
definitely helps.
What
And this
you want to
was
do?
my first one. Yeah.
Good.
This year, July would be the first year. Yeah, because every other year before that, it was all just me and my team, raising the money, doing fundraisers in the city. You know, there's other little companies that give you little micro mini grants. The city has helped me with some micro mini grants too. You know, I'm thankful for them. And those things just keep us going. Well, I'm able to serve at least 50 to maybe 100 people in a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. All right, y'all. This has been great. Thank you for tuning in to Chitty Chat with the Icon. You can go on Spotify and look up Chitty Chat with the Icon, and you can go on Icon 3 TV on YouTube. You know, you can see the whole video there as well. And stay tuned for more Chitty Chat with more people here in the community of Jersey City and all over, because I want to get in touch with everybody. I love connecting dots with people. Today was definitely connecting dots because I introduced y'all to someone that inspires people. So now you're going to do it, and then you're going to connect dots with someone else. So thank you very much for watching Chitty Chat with the Icon.
Chitty Chat.
Chitty Chat.